42,000 animals become roadkill because of vehicular accidents every year.
Also,
Hmm.
you must know that the double tracking is for the coal transport from Goa to Karnataka.
भाई तुम लोग ऐसा इतना पैसा भी वेस्ट करके स्टैचू ऑफ यूनिटी बना सकते हो?
Vishay of Goa very seriously. Uh,
So, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And this is episode 8 of Yash Talks About. And today we are going to talk about Goa's issues. Everyone in India is right now talking about it. And what is it? We should know about it from the Goans itself. So, today I have with me two student activists from Goa, Mithila and Josna.
Hi everyone, I am Mithila Prabhudesai. I am a Goan and a student, medical student in the state.
Hi everybody, my name is Josna Desai. I'm a Goan and I'm also a student.
Okay, so guys, why is Goans protesting right now?
Okay, so to give an introduction, Mole is a small village in Goa which lies on the border of Karnataka and Goa.
Hmm.
And this gives an entrance to Mollem National Park and Bhagwan Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary. Now,
Hmm.
these two forests, they are a part of Goa's largest protected areas,
Hmm.
and they are part of Western Ghats. Western Ghats are featuring in UNESCO's top 36 biodiversity hotspots across the globe. Now,
Hmm.
what happened is recently the Goa government passed three projects. First one being doubling of the railway tracks, the
Hmm.
southwestern railway tracks. So, according to this project, there are going to be felling of 22K trees, and inside the protected areas, 20,000 trees are going to be felled. The second
Okay.
project is supposed to be four laning of National Highway 4A. The current
Hmm.
national highway is two lane, and they're going to make it four lane. Nearly 20K trees are supposed to be felled, and inside the protected areas, 12K trees will be felled. Now, apart
Okay.
from just widening of the road, what they are going to do is they are going to divert and make new roads, which are going
Hmm.
to pass through the Tiger Corridor between Goa and Karnataka and enter through the Dandeli Tiger Reserve. The third project is setting up of a transmission line of 400 kilowatt. 15K trees are supposed to be felled, and inside the protected areas, 4,000 trees are planned to be felled.
Just I have a single question. So overall, there are like 50K trees which are going to be cut down in
51.
overall 50,000. Okay, that's bad.
As Mithila explained, there are three linear infrastructure projects that will be taking place through these forests and most importantly through protected areas.
Hmm.
So the amount of forest land that will be converted is a total of 250.3 hectares. I
Okay.
know it is around 59,000 trees will be felled for this
Hmm.
only in protected area. So I know it is a bit difficult to imagine 250 hectares. So
Hmm.
let's break it down for you. Imagine a standard sized football stadium. Okay,
Hmm.
for Goans, this will be the Jawaharlal Nehru Football Stadium at Fatorda.
Hmm.
So imagine these football stadiums, and for these three projects to take place, an area equal to 468 such football stadiums will have to be cleared in protected area. Plus, along with the protected area, there are private forests and private land holdings which also have similar characteristics to the protected area, and these will also need to be cleared for the projects. So, the number of trees, which is 59,000, is only inside the protected area, and if you count the number of trees outside the protected area as well, it comes up to around 70,000 trees, which will need to be felled.
Okay. So like then if this is in green zone, then how can government approve something like this? If
Uh,
that's the
it's
problem. Yeah.
That's
That's
exactly why we are
yeah.
protesting. It is also important to note that the area which is about to be cleared is connected to the tiger reserve, the Dandeli Anshi Tiger Reserve in Karnataka. So this is
Hmm.
also a very important tiger corridor. Again, like for the animals over here in Goa, according to studies, an estimate of around 42,000 animals become roadkill because of vehicular accidents every year. And to
Yeah.
imagine a highway widening 4 lanes of road, I don't know how many more will need to be killed because of this project now.
Yeah, like animals are in danger. Also, then the tourism of Goa, on which the economy of Goa is fully based on, because Dudhsagar waterfalls are one of the major attraction in Goa. Like I have come there and I have experienced those things. So yeah, so the tourism industry will also be affected because of this, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely so. So, some few months back, 159 tourism stakeholders of the state wrote to the Central Empowered Committee. Central Empowered Committee is a branch of Supreme Court that deals with environmental issues, environmental
Hmm.
clearances. So, what they said in this letter is that the local tourism, the local economy will get destroyed. Also, as you
Yeah.
said, Dudh Sagar is one of major attraction sites of Goa,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
this is Goa's largest waterfall. And many people actually come to see this waterfall. There is
Hmm.
a lot of greenery around it, and because of the second rail, what is going to happen is that a lot of deforestation is going to happen. Now,
Hmm.
with deforestation, the water supply of Dudh Sagar is going to reduce to a trickle. Also, we must note that Dudhsagar water flows into rivers in different villages like Dharge and Bolam. And these villages depend on that water for water consumption, for cattle maintenance, and stuff like that. Also,
Hmm.
you must know that the double tracking is for the coal transport from Goa to Karnataka.
Yeah, that was I
So,
was coming to, because I saw the video of Abhiyanyu and they were talking about coal transportation by going like transporting coal from here to there. So what is it?
What is this is that we have a port, MPT Mormugao port. So from there, the coal is going to be imported from outside, and it is going to be transported via the second railway that is going to be built to the steel plant in Karnataka, in Hospet, not Karnataka, like through Karnataka to Hospet. So
Okay.
in Hospet, there is a steel industry for which the coal will be used. Now,
Oh.
because now in transit, what happens is a lot of coal residues are scattered. As you might have seen in
Hmm.
Abhi
Hmm.
news
Hmm.
video, they put the sheet, but then because of the wind, the sheet sometimes
Hmm. Hmm.
gets displaced, and the coal residues fall into the surrounding areas. So yeah, this is since it is going along the lines of Dudhsagar, it is going to reduce the water quality of Dudhsagar, impacting its natural beauty and also the people who depend on it for water consumption.
But now what they are doing, like अभी भी तो coal transport हो रहा रहेगा. Somehow it's like from Goa's port to Karnataka they must be transporting coal right now too. So वो pollution तो अभी भी हो ही
Yeah.
रहा है ना. So
Okay,
So
like, can I add to that, Mithila?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what's happening is they are transporting coal right now, but the regulations which are supposed to be followed and given by the pollution control board are not being followed. And as Mithila said, that all the tarpaulin sheets that cover these trains, they fly away, and coal residue, it basically covers everything: homes, fields. It destroys people's
yeah.
breathing. I mean, it affects people's breathing and all. How this is going to get worse is the Sagarmala plan. It's all connected. So in the Sagarmala plan, currently, I think Goa's MPT's capacity for holding coal is around 10 million metric tons or something.
Hmm.
And in this Sagarmala plan, they are planning on increasing the holding capacity to 51 million metric tons.
Hmm.
So not only will the and this coal which comes there any which ways gets transported via rail or via
Hmm,
road.
hmm, hmm.
So what, so if the holding capacity increases as much, obviously this coal which comes over there has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So
And the thing
that is
is,
where the double tracking and the widening of the roads is going to help them to transport it better.
yeah, but and the thing is, like, if we are moving towards the greener energy, like solar and things, if we are powering the electric vehicles and so we can just cut the coal off. Like, we don't need coal, just use some other powers rather than using coal. That will like less harmful to nature, I feel so. Like, because वो जो कोल आ रहा है जा रहा है, लाइक आई मेरे दिमाग में बस अभियान न्यू ही आ रहा है, क्योंकि दे जस्ट मेक ऑल थ्रू देयर पॉइंट्स, क्योंकि दे सेड कि अगर आपको ये अगर आपको ग्रीनर एनवायरनमेंट की तरफ जाना है, सो यू नीड टू गो थ्रू रिन्यूएबल सोर्सेस ऑफ एनर्जी. तो यू हैव टू समडे कट ऑफ द कोल, लाइक कोल एनर्जी को हमें खत्म करना ही होगा. सो वाई टू build something that can just help for transportation of coal.
Moving towards renewable sources of energy is going to reduce the health risk that people face. Like a lot of people, they don't focus on these environmental issues because they feel it is just trees, it is just animals, like it's not them. But it's all interconnected. Like deforestation is going to lead to zoonotic diseases. Now, zoonotic
Hmm.
diseases are diseases that we get from animals. Like the current COVID situation that we are facing now, that is we have got it from an animal. So
Yeah.
such diseases will be spread. Also, coal transportation may what happens is this coal residues get embedded into the lung parenchyma. The carbon particles, they get embedded into the lung parenchyma, causing diseases like pneumoconiasis, or they call COPD, like chronic pulmonary disorders. So basically you can't breathe properly, you can't, there is a restriction. You get asthma and a lot of these respiratory diseases. Also, there is a lot
Hmm.
of systemic manifestations, systemic illnesses that are caused because of coal inhalation and consumption. So it's not all that good. So it is not just that animals will be losing their lives. It is not that just trees are losing their lives. It is us at stake also. So,
Hmm.
and moving to renewable sources, you can't just sit and say that okay, it's not it's not something that is valid, can't be done. We don't have the field for that. We don't have area. We are still developing. Like we have to move forward at one point, at one day, and do it, because there
Yeah.
is no other way around
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
One day it will get coal will get over. Then what? How are we going to get electricity? How are we going to survive? We have to make changes, and it has to come from higher authorities as well as individual.
But I hope everyone has like understood the issue. क्या issue है कि these three projects are for the benefits of like पैसा कमाने के लिए, पर यहाँ पे nature को बहुत ज़्यादा harm हो रहा है. But then what is the solution for this? कि इस पे solution क्या है? Like they should like stop all the projects, or there is an alternative?
Okay, I would like to say that undoubtedly they should definitely stop these projects in protected areas, and because you simply cannot compromise on these forests, because these are such old forests, and the future of our state depends on the integrity of these mole forests.
Hmm.
Is there an alternative? Yes, definitely there is an alternative, because development works hand in hand with the demand for it. Over here, what has happened is there is lack of due process followed. There is lack of transparency from the government. There is lack of acknowledgement of the people's concerns over here, and that is why people are protesting. The government has to come forward and keep people's concerns into account. In an interview, like the ministers will obviously say that these projects are for the benefit of the people. Okay.
Yeah.
There are many people who will come forward and say, you all are standing in the way of development, you all are standing in the way of the better future of our country. But
Hmm. Hmm.
what future? In a recent interview with Faye D'Souza, our Environment and Power Minister of Goa, Mr. Nilesh Cabral, when he was asked a question asking him what are the benefits of the double tracking. One of these projects is double tracking. What are the benefits of double tracking of these railways for Goans? And he said that he cannot tell the benefits of the double tracking as of now. But
like
these projects are beneficial for Goan, but he cannot tell the benefits of these projects as of now.
मैं इधर बैठा, मेरे को ऐसा अब भी लगा कि अरे ट्रैवल टाइम कम हो जाएगा, ये तो बोल देता भाई. मतलब like you can't be silent, you are minister, you are like you should give your answers.
Again, when they say that the travel time will be reduced with
Hmm.
regards to even the highway or even these double tracking, there have been no studies done, Yash. There have been no studies
Yeah,
done
but
which state that the
like
traffic of the state will increase in coming years, or there have been no studies done which
yeah, but sorry to cut you, but I feel like yeah, there is need of double tracking because I am from Sindhudurg, just bazu bajula, ekdam Goa Sindhudurg, and being from Sindhudurg, I feel like while going towards my village, वहाँ पे जरूरत है, but there is no need to like go from एकदम झाड़ के बीच में से जाना है. There are alternatives कि you can change roads ना कि
very true. Because see, again, as we mentioned, this double track it falls. It is right in front of the Dudhsagar waterfalls.
yeah
There
yeah.
are it is right in between the national in protected area, and there are
Hmm.
animals which cross this, and they cannot be
Hmm.
doing double tracking without taking the animal safety also into consideration.
Yeah, because ऐसा ट्रेन जाता है और ये साइड पे दूधसागर वाटरफॉल है, because I
Exactly.
remember going through there. So yeah. So if there is an alternative, they can like इतना घुमा
Also,
फिरा के लाना पड़ेगा.
yes,
Yeah.
and also, for example, speaking about alternatives, Mithila
Hmm.
mentioned about the 400 kV transmission line, right?
Hmm.
15,000 trees will have to be cut for the transmission line.
Hmm.
So, for everyone here, for example, the electricity authority in their meeting minutes, mollem was not the first option for this transmission line. The first option was that this transmission line will run through Kolhapur and then through Kaiga. And
Oh,
I don't know why they chose to have this through protected forests in Mollem.
because
So
I
obviously
feel
there are alternatives. There are
distance कम
alternatives,
पड़ता
and
रहेगा ना. If they go
exactly,
through
exactly.
Mollem.
In exactly when we listen to interviews from these scientists and these researchers who have done intensive study about these projects, they say, and they have said that there is no need for these projects to run through protected areas. There are alternatives, but this is happening to cut down on costs by the
Hmm.
project
Hmm.
proponents.
या भाई तुम लोग ऐसा इतना पैसा भी वेस्ट करके स्टैचू ऑफ यूनिटी बना सकते हो, कंट्रोवर्शियल ओपिनियन. सो सो इतना पैसा खर्च करके तो यू कैन मेक रोड्स. एंड so what can common people do, because this is my step. I DM'd you on Instagram कि मेरे को help करना है, what can I do? Okay, but what can common people do if they want to raise their voice, if they want to like put pressure on government?
So, first and foremost, it is the responsible of every citizen of the nation and elsewhere to raise awareness. Something is happening, it is destructive more than constructive. It is not development. It is just, just like something destructive in name of development so that people support it. But it's
Hmm.
not development. So people need to be aware of what is happening, spread the issue, talk
Hmm.
to family members, talk to friends,
Hmm.
and make them aware, make them sensitized to it. Second thing is there are many formal representations. Now we are in a COVID situation. Every now and then we can't go down on the road and protest because it is not, all that is. But
Hmm.
so the first thing is formal representations. Formal representations, matlab wo petitions, then letters which
Hmm.
are being written. So when if these are put out on any handle, social media handle, then you sign, you put down your name or you send the petition. That is the second thing.
but
Third thing,
but Mithila,
yeah,
do you
third.
think these petitions work? Because I have never seen कि petition चलता है पर उसके बाद उसके आगे क्या होता है we don't know.
Okay, so here's the thing. What happens is that at least in this case, there were petitions, there were formal representations sent. Even I had me and my friends, we had written letter, and a lot of people from Goa had signed it.
Hmm.
We have a record of this, but the ministry is saying that हमको नहीं मिला. We have not got any representation. We have sent it personally to their, email ID, but they have not
Official
received it.
accounts, official accounts.
Yeah, like from
Okay.
the official accounts, they have sent it, and they are saying that they have not received it. So the thing is, the petitions reach the government, but it won't be effective up until the government.
Accepts it कि हाँ हमें मिला है.
Yeah, other thing that is there in this, which you can do, like this is those who are there in Goa,
Hmm.
get on ground whenever there are protests happening. Now, see, protests will always in this time and age, especially with COVID, with health crisis going on.
Hmm.
Protest on ground is the last thing because the government is not listening. It is something that we have to do. We have no other
Hmm. Hmm.
option. And when you get down on road, if that is the last thing to do, then that time you see that you are wearing your mask.
Yeah,
Try
you are
social
following
distancing
SOPs.
उतना
Hmm.
नहीं होता, but you try your level best to stay away, but if it boils down to that level that the government is not listening, then we have to do something like protest, like chipko movement or something like that. I mean, there is the
Yeah,
government should listen. Like
I
itna
And
hope
thinking
also
na
at
na
home, we
ho.
are doing the right thing, we are not listening, so we have to come down on the roads.
and
But
also for the people who are not in Goa right now, like
hmm.
like Yash said, you visited Dudhsagar waterfalls and like you loved it.
Hmm.
Like y'all have to speak up against this because Goa is the first holiday plan y'all ever make. It doesn't come true.
हाँ
It's a different
guys.
thing,
नहीं,
but
but
it is the first one.
yeah, Goa is
You
not only about beer, guys.
exactly. It's not only about beer. Goa is much more than that. And
Yeah.
if y'all have this idea of such a beautiful place with such natural beauty, and if y'all don't stand up to this today, tomorrow
Hmm.
when you come and visit here next, you might not even be able to recognize the Goa that you imagined. It's going to
Yeah.
turn into like the next metro, and you don't want that for Goa.
Yeah. And being from Bombay, I know what it is living in pollution.
Exactly. Exactly.
Another thing is, when you're protesting also, this is, remember that this is a citizen based movement, it is the common folk. So if you don't want to like make placards and hold in this, it's okay, you can make art. You're good in drawing, that's good, you can draw something about Mole and voice your support. You're good at
Hmm.
dancing, you make a dance, like I danced for Mole.
Hmm.
Then there was the rap songs. You can do rap songs like you are doing your podcast. So this is
Hmm.
your way of showing support, or
Yeah.
knowing or spreading information. So you, whatever is your thing, like what is your main
Hmm.
thing? If you like writing, write, but be yourself and show support. You don't have to do something
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
the way, and
You just have to be like, huh, I just care about it and I have to do something.
have to
That's
do
it.
it.
As least as just speaking about it and keeping Mole in your conversation is going to help us.
Yes.
Yeah. ओके लाइक मतलब दोस्त ऐसा बैठे चाय के टपरी पे तो जाके बात करो कि हाँ ये हो रहा है
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
बिकॉज वर्ड टू वर्ड जितना पब्लिसिटी और जितना अवेयरनेस स्प्रेड होता है वो बाकी किसी के इससे
उतना
नहीं हो
उतना
सकता
प्रेशर होता है, बिल्ड होता
या
है
Exactly.
गवर्नमेंट
And
पे.
for people who are on social media, who are active on social media, the Mole campaign has social media accounts on Instagram, Facebook, as well as Twitter, and we keep posting stuff about the campaign and updates about whatever is happening. So, and we also have these events where people can engage. So definitely go and check these out. I think Yash
या
can link them in the
या
description.
इट विल बी इन द
There is also
डिस्क्रिप्शन
Yes, and there is also a petition from Let India Breathe and Fridays for Future, which you all definitely have to sign. These emails will directly go to our Goa CM and Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Shri Prakash Javadekar, so that he takes the Vishay of Goa very seriously. Uh, also, for people of Twitter, we have a tweet storm for Mole lined up on the 15th of November. So definitely participate. If you all are not on Twitter, it's a very busy place. Please make a Twitter account
या
for
इफ यू आर
Mole.
नॉट ऑन ट्विटर क्या कर रहे हो भाई बेस्ट बेस्ट कंटेंट तो वही मिलता है तो बी ऑन
बिल्कुल.
ट्विटर बिनोट भी ट्रेंड हो जाता है. So let's trend mollem project right now. बस ये नहीं होना चाहिए, तो जस्ट साइन द पेटिशंस. आई विल पुट द लिंक इन डिस्क्रिप्शन, इवन दो आई फील कि वहां तक नहीं पहुंचता, बट साइन करने में क्या जा रहा है, करो साइन. सो या,
हाँ,
करो.
and
वहां तक
And
नहीं पहुंचता. यश, वहां तक नहीं पहुंचता आप नहीं बोल सकते, बिल्कुल पहुंचता है. बिकॉज रिमेम्बर, लेट इंडिया ब्रीद एंड फ्राइडेज फॉर फ्यूचर, their accounts got blocked and suspended because so many
oh,
emails were going to the government. So बिल्कुल पहुंचता है और आवाज उठानी चाहिए.
see, हम लोग, I have signed like, that's a different podcast, guys. वो अलग podcast में बात करेंगे. Please don't steal my content. Okay.
just a reminder, take part for the Twitter storm. That is very important. We have to make it a trend on Twitter. See, I have joined Twitter just for save money. Okay, I don't know anything about Twitter, but मैंने join किया है. मैं tweet करूँगी. So
Okay.
just participate. Okay,
And
guys.
and
It's
Okay.
for
yeah,
Goa, for your
Yash
Goa.
will definitely link the accounts in the
Yeah.
description to follow.
Yeah. And when you follow, just click subscribe, because 50% of you guys just watch my videos and don't subscribe. So yeah. Shameless
Subscribe,
plug,
guys.
but still subscribe, share, like this video if you loved it. So coming to the end, guys, thanks for coming and just telling us the problems in Goa. And I hope this will really spread awareness and government will like rethink about this. And yeah, that was it, guys. And if you guys watching love this podcast and you got to know about something, just subscribe. चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो, शेयर करो. मेरे को व्यूज चाहिए, मेरे को ऐसा 1000 सब्सक्राइबर करने का है, जल्दी से जल्दी. सो या, गो ऑन. एंड दैट वाज इट. थैंक यू. बाय बाय.
Thank you for having us here.
या, बाय बाय.